everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is step 35, part 2 on how to build this RC Tamiya glove liner. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how I made this piece. This is part of the interior of the truck and how to install it. Now this piece goes in the middle between the two seats, and on the real trucks, this is where the engine, the motor, is underneath. Now originally this piece was much bigger, and that was because I wanted to show the sleeper bed inside the cab. And you probably seen one of my short videos where I show the sleeper bed with the lights on inside the cab, and that was the original idea, and it looks pretty cool. Now the problem that I ran into is that the MFC, the Tamiya MFC that I have, and all those electronics, they take pretty much a lot of space, so I couldn't have both of them at the same time. So that's why I ended up breaking this piece off, and in the process of breaking it off, part of the wood from this piece came off, and I couldn't get a clean cut, so that's why there's this piece right here. So but it doesn't matter, because at the end it's going to be covered, because I'm gonna have a curtain right here that is going to cover everything that is behind. So that's all the electronics. Now it is possible to have the sleeper bed and to show the sleeper bed, and at the same time have the electronics, the lights and everything, all those things. It is possible, as long as you get a small sound system and install it in under the sleeper bed. So that's the way that I think it will work. And but for me, since I already have the MFC, the Tamiya MFC, I didn't want to go and spend more money and buy another sound system, so I pretty much use what I have. So that's the reason I decided to not install this piece. Alright, so now for the measurements, I'm going to measure the top piece first, and that one is 7 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters. Okay, now the two pieces on the side, this one and this one, is two of them. That one is 3 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters. Okay, now the piece on the front, the cover, this one is 5.5 and 2 lines over. So 5.5 and 2 lines over. And from here is 3 centimeters. Okay, now the corners, the width of the corners is about 1 centimeter. Okay, I know it's a little bit shorter, but 1 centimeter should be just fine on both sides. Okay, 1 centimeter. Now the width from this corner to the edge of the wood is also 1 centimeter, and that one is a little bit longer, but 1 centimeter should be just fine. Now the back piece, this one is 12.5 centimeters. Okay, and this other measurement is 3.5 centimeters. Now I'm sorry if it was hard to see the measurements because of the paint. Now the paint that I'm using is Tamiya Dark Sea Gray XF-54, and it turned out really nice. Now this piece is made out of wood called hobby board, and you can get these pieces of wood in different sizes at your local hardware store. Now the tool that I use to cut these pieces of wood that I think works really good is called the oscillating tool. Now the wood glue that I use is this one, Tybond 2 Premium Wood Glue. It's very strong and it dries very fast. Okay, so this piece goes right here in the middle, almost in the middle. It's a little bit more closer to the left because later on I want to install a shifter on this side, so that's why I need a little bit more space on this side. Okay, and from this side I'm gonna show you that this piece goes in front of this plastic piece right here where the screw is. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to see it because it's black, but it goes right in front. Now I have made these metal brackets out of 22 gauge sheet metal, and this is what's going to secure that piece into the floor panel. Now in each bracket I have drilled 2 holes, one right here and one on the other side, using a 332 drill bit. Alright, so the first bracket goes right here, okay, in this spot right here, okay, and I already pre-drilled the holes using a 1/8 drill bit on the wood and also on the plastic, okay. And I'm also going to be using on all the brackets the 2mm by 6mm screw, okay, to secure the this piece, okay. And the first one is going to be screwing it in the bottom. Now the bracket on the side. Okay, and now since all the brackets are installed, now I can go one by one, make sure that all of them are tight, just to make sure the piece is secure. Alright, and finally I'm going to install this bracket that I made out of 22 gauge sheet metal. Okay, and this bracket is so the MFC can go here on the top, and the holes that I drill for the screw, I use a 332 drill bit, okay, to make the holes, okay. And on the bottom of the plastic, I use a 1/8 drill bit for the screw to go in. And the measurements for this bracket, starting from the top and using centimeters, is 2 centimeters and 3 lines over. So hopefully you can see that. Okay, 2 centimeters and 3 lines over. Okay, and then the other measurement from here is 5 centimeters, okay, by 2 centimeters, okay, and on the corners 1 centimeter. And this bracket goes like this, and I'm still gonna be using the same screw, the 2mm by 6mm screw, okay, to hold down on the bracket. Alright, so now that all of them are installed, now I'm going to go ahead one by one and make sure that all of them are tight. Alright, just like that. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this setup. Okay, and if you're wondering why right here there's this piece of wood right here but not on this side, well, that's because right there, that's where my vibration motor is going to go. So that's the reason I had to cut that piece of wood out. Okay, so that's for the vibration motor, and that is going to be, I'm going to show you my electronics where all of them are going to go on the next video. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. So if you like this type of videos, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.